Hello, my name is Anna. Welcome to another English marathon. Today's topic is becoming a teacher. No? So this is basically now. If you're a teacher beginner, yeah, this is for you. But what else can I say? This is about anyone. Why? Because on any level, there are people who need something. And we, for example, know this something. And so we can give this to them. But it's not enough just to transmit the information. One thing or the other thing. No. It's growing in a certain way. Like, what is it? What exactly is it? It is always following, and it is learning, yes, exploring something, always exploring, experimenting, just finding something out, and always, okay, this is it, this is not it, this is right here, it's not right here. So well, how it all is. How do we do this? How do we get this? You see, you all this, you gather all this in you, and then you are able to share it all with anyone who needs it. You see, it seems kind of simple, of course, but it's on the one hand. But on the other hand, it's given in such a way that they will accept it. So it's really collaborating. So it's kind of finding out also if really there is a person that you, it is important that they perform their own personality, like that, their own personality. And so it develops in a certain way. And so to reach this development, of course, you need to be connected. And so actually becoming a teacher is, on one hand, it's kind of learning all the theory about anything about the subject, about the thing you know about contacting, about communicating, about resolving, about lots and lots of things, how it all works all together. But it's not that there is information and you gain information and you remember the information. It's not about the information. It's about building yourself in a certain way. Even if you are just going to teach your friend something, for example, surfing. You let's suppose you're a great surfer, but your friend can't surf at all. So you teach your friend to become a surfer. How do you do this? One thing, of course, you can remember how you surfed yourself, but it not always coincides. Sometimes it can differ. It can be different sometimes because on the one hand you can even learn it kind of unconsciously, and your friend, for example, learns it consciously. But and if you feel differently, it's just obvious that they have different feelings in comparison with what you felt while learning it. And so you kind of catch their feelings and their thoughts. But it is important that they do not imitate you, but they do it themselves. So you see, that's what is important, that you do not give something ready-made and make anyone just imitate you, but you just give some certain pathways, not even pathways, but the kind of feeling of these pathways, the nature of these pathways. And those who learn from you, they just get all these directions. And so they create it all themselves. That's what is important. They do not imitate, but they develop it themselves. And so it's kind of like that. So your friend, if we're coming back to surfing, your friend should do it themselves. They should do it themselves. They just understand all the techniques. They take your support. At some point, maybe you can even guide them, but it is important that they do this on their own, you see, because it's when they are actually doing that they learn. And so it's like a guide, sort of, but not a guide who just takes your hand and leads you. No, it's the secret of it is that it's not like that. That you always give the chance for them, and you only give them the basics. It is important to know. For example, if there are certain movements There's certain ways of keeping this equilibrium and the certain techniques of catching the wave. They should know this theory and they should understand how it works in practice. And of course, there should be certain connection between you. But then, when doing all this, when performing on this, they already feel the wave. They do it all themselves. They catch the wave. They do all these movements. They do it themselves. This is how they learn. You cannot do it for them. If you do it instead of them, it's not them, right? Or if they just watch and repeat, it's not that. Because, for example, if you watch closely how something is done, one person makes something like this. It's comfortable for them. But another person does the same thing like this, and it's comfortable for them. Some people play the piano like this. Some people play the piano like this. Some play the piano like this. And if you just imitate these movements and focus on it, it's not the learning process. You learn when you feel the keys and understand how it all works and do it all and try doing it, and then you're not focusing how your hands moving, you just know the theory, the level of elbows and all that stuff, and how the uh, hands should stand, how they should be above the keys, and so on and so forth. So that sort of stuff, right? But you just know the theory, and then you just do, you just act, and it can even be a little different. So because music is about music, and so it's a lot of theory around that, but it's actually all inside the person to get that and to even elaborate that, you see. And so what I'm trying to tell you that a teacher is not just a box with information, of course. It's communicator of the ideas, but at the same time is the motivator, the motivator. And this motivation should just tell them exactly that it's them who express, that they are the main creators. Now I'm telling you this. You are the main creator. We are learning English. You are the students of English. I'm the teacher of English. What we are doing together, we are learning how English can be the tool connected with life. But it's up to you to invent this unique learning English tool for your life. And it's all about you. You can type your ideas just down in the comments so that others see these ideas and come up with ideas of their own, so that the world is diverse, so that there is no degradation, but there is development. Mankind should develop, is development. You see, this is life. I'm motivating you to come up with something of your own and finding your unique ways of learning and of teaching too. Teaching, for example, someone who needs this, who knows it worse than you. You motivate them. So then you're teachers. Or you teach something else. You just find what is it to learn for them. what they can learn, what you can teach exactly, how it is, and that's how it is, and that's how it works. Just find it out and develop. And this is becoming a teacher. And if you want, do it deliberately. You can even draw an ideal image of a teacher just for you, and it will be your unique image. And then you look at your present state, then you look at your desired image, and then you see what you need so that the imaginary image coincides with the image that exists. And that's how it is. This is the perfect thing. This is the best thing that ever happens. And that's what about teaching. This is self-development. This is building oneself. Familiar terms? If not, just follow up and join one of the lessons, and you will know this perfectly. And now, just let's move forward. See you soon.